You push out into cold air. That is the first thing. Cold air and wet ground, and the smell of the mare above you, her breath coming in hard bursts against your neck. Your legs are already moving, but they are not doing anything useful yet. They fold and extend and fold again, and you don't go anywhere. The grass is flat beneath you. You can feel each blade separately. Your nostrils pull in air, not because you decide to, but because that is what they do. And the air is full of things you have no names for yet, but your body is already sorting. Safe, not safe. Unknown, unknown, safe. You are on the ground for 11 minutes. A wolf passes 200 meters upwind. You don't know it's a wolf. You don't know what a wolf is. But something in the grass changes, and your legs stop moving, and you press flat. And the mare goes rigid above you. And then the wolf is gone past the rise, and the grass stops meaning anything again. You didn't do anything. You just stopped. The world moved around you and left you in it. The ground is the first thing you learn. The ground holds weight, and the ground releases it. And everything that matters to you will happen at the point where your legs meet it. By the 5th day, your legs have stopped betraying you. Not fully. They still slide on wet earth, still lock up when the ground changes angle. But they hold. You can stand without leaning into the mare's side, and when you move forward instead of sideways. You nurse by pushing your nose up under her belly with more force than you expect to need. You have not learned to calibrate this yet. And the milk comes down, and your whole body reorganizes around warmth. Your nostrils spread wide each time, wide and reading. You are already building a catalog of what the world smells like when nothing is wrong. The herd moves on the 6th morning, and you move with it. Not fast enough. The mare circles back for you twice before the formation starts pulling away from her too, and then she stops circling, and you find a higher gear you didn't know you had, and you run. That evening, a cougar comes down from the tree line on the eastern edge of the grazing ground. Your nostrils catch it before your eyes do, flaring so wide the cartilage pulls, and something in your chest fires and sends you sideways into the mare's shoulder. She doesn't move. She turns to face the cat, and 2 other mares close on either side, and the cougar sits at the edge of the long grass and reads the wall of horses in front of it and decides the math is wrong. It withdraws. The mare does not watch it leave. She drops her head and grazes. You watched what she did. You watched how she turned her body and where she put her weight. You filed it without knowing you were filing anything. The herd will keep moving, and moving fast, and the world past the tree line is larger than anything you currently have the legs to cross. 6 weeks out, you join the full herd for the first time. You have lived your whole life in a small band. The mare, 3 others, 1 older stallion who moved at the edges. Now there are 60 horses, and they are everywhere, above you, beside you, pressing from behind, and your nostrils are overwhelmed. Too much information coming from too many directions at once. You spin, and the spin takes you into a chest, and you bounce off and spin again, and the herd moves around you, not adjusting, not slowing, moving the way water moves around a stone. You find the mare by smell after 4 minutes that felt like 40. You push your nose into her neck, and she pins her ears and moves you off with her shoulder. The herd does not accommodate you. That is its first lesson. You learn to read the movement before it happens. A ripple through the bodies, 30 horses ahead means a change in pace. You learn to feel it through the ground before you see it. Your hooves picking up the shift in vibration, your legs already adjusting before your eyes find the source. By the end of the first week in the full herd, You are changing direction with the group instead of after it. One morning, you try to break into a full gallop alongside the older horses. Your legs extend, and for a moment all four are off the ground at once, and you are doing something that feels like it was made specifically for your body. Then, your left front hoof plants on a loose rock shelf, and you go down hard on your knees, and the herd passes over and around you in a river, and you get up and run. A foal from the same birth season falls on the third day of the autumn migration. Hard ground, a long slope, its right foreleg going wrong under it. Its mother nudges it. It goes down again. She nudges it twice more. By the time the herd is 200 meters ahead, she lifts her head and follows. The herd doesn't change pace. You run past the place where it fell, and your hooves find the ground, and the ground holds, and you keep running. You are going to need to do everything faster and harder than you did it today, and the season that's coming will not wait for you to catch up. By 8 months, your nostrils are doing things you don't yet fully trust. You can pull a predator's direction from wind that's been broken apart by terrain. You can smell water half a day before you reach it. Not a guess. A fact your body arrives at before the rest of you does. You can smell the difference between healthy grass and grass growing in soil that won't sustain it, and you veer toward the good grass without stopping to think about why. Your legs have grown into something efficient and specific, the tendons below the knee tight and spring-loaded, your hooves hard and reading the ground the way your nostrils read the air. Wolves find the herd at the river crossing in the late part of autumn. They come from downstream, cutting the angle, and the herd hits the water faster than it should, and the footing is wrong, and horses are going every direction at once. You find open water, and you run through it, the cold hitting your legs like impact, and 2 wolves peel off from the main group toward you because you are young and your gait is still readable. You cut left. Hard. Your hindquarters drop and drive, and you come out of the turn the way you learned from watching the herd change direction 30 times a day, and the wolves don't match the angle, and you come out of the water on the far bank alone and running. You run until the wolves aren't there anymore. Then you slow, and your nostrils read for the herd, and you find the direction, and you close the distance. Behind you, in the river, a young horse from the outer edge of the herd goes under once and comes back up and then doesn't. You don't see it. You smell the blood when the wind turns. Then the wind turns again, and you run. Something is coming in the months ahead, and when it does, the herd will expect you to hold your place in it without instruction. You are 4 years old, and the legs are everything they were built to be. You feel this most clearly in the mornings, when the herd moves from the night ground to the water. You are near the front now, not at the front. That position belongs to the lead mare, a dark gray animal who has been reading this landscape longer than you have been alive, but close enough that you are setting pace for 20 horses behind you. Your nostrils sweep the air in a long arc, pulling in water, predator, mineral, rot, the specific dryness of ground that won't hold a hoof well, and you bring all of it into your body, and it becomes direction. You move and the herd moves. Your legs cover ground with the minimum effort required, the hooves landing flat and reading and pushing off, the tendons storing energy on impact and releasing it forward. Even when you stand still, your body is already organized around the moment it needs to move again, your weight balanced across all 4 legs, each knee locked, the muscles resting without releasing their readiness. You graze for 6 hours some days. You sleep standing. The body does not waste anything. There is a dry season, and you find water sources the herd has not used before, your nostrils pulling vapor from air that reads dry to every other sense, and you take the herd to water twice in a week when the known sources have gone to mud. You are useful in the specific way that living things that survive long enough become useful. Then one evening, a sound comes from the ridge to the west and stays in one place. You lift your nostrils toward it. You lower them. The mares are grazing. It begins on an ordinary morning. Something in your gut folds. Not a predator. Not terrain. Not weather. Nothing your nostrils can find. Nothing your legs can answer. You stop walking. Your legs are exactly what they have always been, and they cannot do anything. The pain moves outward from somewhere inside the body, past any edge you can identify, and your legs fold, and you go down the way you came out 4 years ago. Knees first, then side, then flat. You get up. You go down. Your nostrils pull air and find nothing to run from. You roll. You get up. The herd moves around you and does not slow. Your gut has twisted inside the body in a way that has no direction and no solution. Your nostrils read the air, and the air is full of grass and water, and nothing wrong. Your legs find the ground and push, and the ground holds, and it means nothing. You go down for the last time as the herd moves north toward the morning water. Your legs are flat against the grass. They are still exactly what they were. You made it 4 years on open ground, through wolves and river crossings and drought, and the pressure of 60 animals moving at the speed of the fastest one. An ordinary morning ended you from the inside. A fold in the gut your body had no word for and no answer to. The herd found the water without you, and the grass grew back over the place where you fell, and the season kept moving the way seasons do, without noting what it had passed through.